which would really reduce cost or cut cost, I'm sure they're going to be open.
And do you think that those changes that you'd made were sustainable, or did you find over time that those costs or the headcounts creep back in again?
That's an excellent question. I would say the creeping back definitely does happen. So it's not only headcount, so you also cut things like travel, you cut a lot of other stuff. But maybe 2 years, 3 years down the line, and when things are pretty good, I think I've seen things creeping back. So having been there for almost 2 decades, I've seen this cycle, and it seems to be in the system, which operates in that way. So there is control at some point in time. So everybody's kind of tight-fisted, and then nothing moves out. But once things relax, I think things feed back into the system. So yes, that is a behavior I've seen. Yes, and I think it's true for many companies. I've also heard from friends that I have friends from Ford who actually moved out into General Motors, especially in Detroit, not much in India. And since I used to travel a lot into Detroit when I was there, I used to meet with them as well. And I think whatever you hear about this organization is true for GM as well, is what I have seen.
Bill, you mentioned you do a lot of industry speaking and conferences as well. How would you categorize the automotive industry in terms of its uptake of new technology, its ability to change, adopt new work practices? So we've heard a little bit about you around agile relative to other industries or other manufacturing companies in the industry.
Okay.
To me, and so the hypothesis I'm testing is, if you're running 40-year-old manufacturing systems, and you've articulated that it's a big ship in the ocean, it's hard to turn around. It probably has a culture that leans towards the status quo, waits until things are very, very much tried and tested before it seeks to almost implement itself.
Yes, I think this question I will answer with maybe a little bit of users in mind as well, because ultimately I think the users are the one who are going to use the technology. So in some areas I have seen IT adapting certain new technologies faster when there is a pressure from business. So when business finds out what their competition is doing, and when they want to replicate the same or better something than what the competition is doing, I think there is a pressure on IT to deliver something new. And I would say that's a positive pressure, it's a positive stress. I've seen that as a major driving factor when it comes to steering the ship around and doing something different. Otherwise, there is always this feeling about, okay, there is a standard that we have adapted, so it's safe, secure, so let's stick to the standard, let's not risk a lot. So if you're really risk averse, I think that happens quite a bit. So primary driver I have seen is coming from business, and again, business driving IT is also coming from what they see in the industry, or what they hear in forums, or what they hear when they go to a technology seminar and things like that. So ideally speaking, when business drives, I believe things happen much faster than IT driving and going and saying, okay, let's adapt cloud, or let's adapt a cloud-based dealership solution and all that. But I think this push has to come from the business. Primarily through technology solution providers. And I know there are two thoughts about it. I think some people would say technology solution partners should only talk to IT, and I believe